Hello, my name is Alejandra Martinez, and I'll be sharing the information I gathered on race and crime. A simple definition for race would have to do with someone's physical features. Um, when it comes to their skin color, their hair color, their eye color, and even their body structure. And it's sometimes misunderstood as to where someone is from. Crime would include any illegal activity, which for the most part fall into misdemeanors or felonies. The issue with these two combined starts when police officers, judges, and any other law enforcement personnel discriminate towards a specific race when it comes to determining their sentencing for individuals who commit a crime, or simply because they look a certain race are immediately suspicious of having committed a crime when maybe they haven't. Now, this is commonly seen towards minority groups, but more specifically towards African Americans or individuals of a darker skin tone, and it goes way back to when slavery was legal. Slavery was practiced for years and years, where a white individual bought and owned important Africans against their own will to do hard work outdoors, and for the most part suffered physical and mental abuse that was all allowed by the government. The Jim Crow laws were both state and local laws that enforced the racial segregation in the United States. Blacks were separated from the whites and did not always have the same opportunities, rights, and resources that the whites did. And so we have a long history of the government discriminated against blacks and other minorities until this day, 2017. There are still incidents where authorities are questioned whether they are being righteous and how they deal with minorities. The media does a great job at creating social problems and lately sharing very graphic videos of police officers gun pointing men of color who simply look suspicious in most cases without a motive. These police officers attack citizens, and there has been cases where they even terminate their lives, which becomes shocking to the world because they're supposed to be there to protect their community, not for people to be scared of patrols, to simply arrest them because of their skin color. That seems to be a dangerous attribute. And so the media, in a way, has brought awareness and evidence of these events, which sometimes become provocative and cause riots and a lot of violence within communities. When it comes down to a public officer stereotyping or simply racial profiling, it may not always be 100% assertive. As I mentioned previously, there are policemen that by the simple looks of a citizen, they want to use full-on force in order to control the situation, which in most cases the individual is not even giving them a hard time. These charts just show which groups are more likely to be arrested, with African Americans between ages 20 to 24 are taking the lead. The chart on the right side shows that from a very young age, more black juveniles are being arrested than any other juveniles. And I see how there are situations that, yes, minorities might get involved in more criminal activity, but the way the criminal justice system has taken care of their sentencing or their arresting process is alarming. The criminal justice system needs to come out with more preventative ways for people to stop engaging in criminal activity and later end up in jail. The criminal justice system plays a big role on individuals getting labeled as criminals, and so that leads a person to continue engaging in further criminal activity. Along with being in prison, the life after prison will in a way haunt them a lifetime, and finding a job, a home, can be very difficult for these individuals to the point of depression and falling back into criminal activity. The This affects society as a whole is by all the violence and fights against law enforcement. Instead of working together for a safer and more stable community, chaos arises. Crime alone is very costly when it comes to the damage offenders might do and also maintaining them in prison. Of course, it affects the quality of life that citizens suffer as a result of crime. They might lose friends, their family, their spouses, children, their goals, and their happiness by their one mistake. And I think that can go back to the criminal justice system and how they can work with former prisoners or maybe juveniles into bettering themselves. Laredo being a border town, we often hear that Nuevo Laredo goes through all types of hideous crime, yet Laredo itself feels pretty safe. There have been incidents where Border Patrol questions individuals harshly on whether they have permission to be in the States, and right now that is a very big issue, and citizens with a darker skin tone or their language they speak have made them subjects of discrimination by authorities and other citizens. This concludes my presentation. Thank you.